Yes, this is Sunday with another topic. Are you listening to the right voices? Oh my God, Nash, this is shining. I have been battling with the high pigmentation, but I'm applying something. It looks like it's working. So we are talking about high, not high pigmentation. We are talking about the voices we listen. Which voices are you listening to? It could be from within or from outside. What voices are you listening to? What voices, if we say what you're listening to is what after listening, you take action to the internal voices. What are they? The negative one or the positive one? The one that criticizes you or the one that builds you? What do you listen to? And even the external voices, those ones who criticize you, that wants to bring you down, that makes you less. Are you listening to those voices that reminds you that you are going to fail? Are you listening to those voices that tells you that you doesn't amount to anything? Are you listening to those voices that tells you it is impossible? Are you listening to those voices that said, I tried it and I have failed and you never get it? What do you listen to? And sometimes when we listen to some voices, we need to really have that high level of analyzing it so we can be able to put our interest, which voices can we use them to impact our life in a positive way, and what are those voices that we just need to pay a deaf ear to, more especially those voices that tells you you can't amount to anything. Maybe it is difficult, maybe it is impossible. There is nothing impossible in this world if you can be able to try it. I was just taken away by watching this lady who is an astronaut, and they were stuck in the space for like 8 or 9 months. They were there. The resilience in that woman really piqued my interest. It just tells me there is nothing that I cannot do. And there is nothing that you can't do. That voice that tells you you cannot do it, that is just a liar. If you really pay attention, put interest, learn, and correct those areas that need to be corrected, you will triumph. You will go beyond that you even expect. Those voices that limits you, those voices that tells you, you see, I did it and I failed. There are people who tell you, I tried this several times and I failed. Yes, if you failed, it's not me who failed. It's you who failed, but I don't know what strategy you use. I am going to try it my own way. Just have to silence those voices. You don't have to really think twice or even stop it right there. I am not to this. I am going to try myself and I'm going to do it. If I'll pass or if I fail, I will try again. Yes. And failure is not a judgment that you will not make it again. You will try again over and over again. I have seen so many of the successful people, they tried the same thing several times until they get it right. That's when they really pick up, and we admire them that they are experts. But we don't know at the background how many times they have failed. And then why do you want to crucify yourself for failing once or twice? Have to try it again. Life is always a scary thing. I'm always afraid of what is going to happen in the future if I don't prepare myself. There are certain things you can predict, and you can just, that could be a fuel for you to really push on, to push on. It doesn't matter other voices that tells you you can't do it. Who are they? Do they know about you? There's no one who can silence you, only you yourself who can silence yourself. So the voices you listen matters a lot, whether being internal or external. And being internal meaning from within yourself. You remind yourself, did you remember how many times you failed? How you were embarrassed? Yes, I failed, but I can still learn again. I can still do the same thing 100 times until I get it right. Yes, those voices are the ones that shuts down the fire in our bones, that we can go for our dreams. I don't know something that can block you from reaching your dream. Only yourself, only myself. If I start being lazy, if I stop focusing on what I want, that's when I will not reach there. But the moment I am just afraid of what is ahead of me, I just wanted to get better. I just want to get better, not in competition with anyone, but just to be better than myself. Anytime that has passed, I just wanted to be better than myself the last minute. yesterday, the last week, the last year. I just want to be better. And that is what I strive for. And in that, I have seen that when you have that fear, just you want to, that is a good fear, that you want it to be better because you give yourself time to concentrate on whatever that you wanted to do. You give yourself time to understand it better, to analyze it, to focus where the mistake is. Where did I get it wrong when I first failed? How did I do it? I get to maneuver through the way I did it, and I wanted to do it in another way. Maybe it will be okay. So that can be able to help us even gain extra skills and be creative. Yes, there is nothing that can stop you, only yourself. And those voices, whether from within or from without, if it is negative, I just put a full stop for it. Whether it's from someone from very close to me, whether it is someone who is far from me, I don't want any negative things because I don't want to build a negative mindset or negative belief in myself that I cannot do it. I just want to push myself and try it for myself. If I can't do it, and I can do it if I push on, if I never give up, if I never stop asking, if I never stop researching, if I never stop getting up early for it. Because some of the things that we want to sleep a lot, and if we sleep a lot, we have short time. The time is very short, and we want to go for work. Remember, you cannot stay without working. There are bills to be paid every minute. There are bills to be paid. Most especially those also are parents really can understand this better. I'm always scared. So that is a good scare that helped me push beyond what I can. Because if I wake up early, at least I have extra minutes. If I sleep a little late, not very late, I lengthen my time. And that's time I can do something extra to do whatever that I want, apart from what I normally do, my normal routine. So that can help us grow. I have seen a lot of successful people, they talked of early waking up and late sleeping. It is that it is a way to make the hours longer and you can concentrate more especially when you're afraid that you don't have the skills, that you want to understand something better. You need to really commit to it. There is nothing that comes in this world just in a silver plate and just you get it and enjoy forever. You have to work, you have to concentrate. And that takes us to remove any negative voice that comes from within us or from outside, from other people. I have had so many voices that tells me, Sunday, you can't do this. Sunday, you cannot do this. Even when I was young, more especially when I was young, you can't amount to anything. More especially when we lost our parents, we did not have a place to stay. Life was always very hard. And we became the laughing stock for people. People told us, you can't do it. Life is very hard. How can you? Who is going to pay you? But they are surprised to see that even now we have families. You see, no one, no voice that is negative can ever stop you from outside. Unless it is within you, yourself, and you have decided to also fail. You have decided to not make it possible. That's when you fail. But if it is within me and I can commit to it, why should I let myself fail? Why should I listen to my own negative voice? I can silence it. I can shift it. I can redirect it in the right way so that I can be able to go for whatever that I want to have. The dream that I have, I really wanted to see it become a reality. And how I can make it become a reality is when I take action on every small step towards making me better than what I was before. Taking smaller steps. I just ran an advertisement and I said that it's on my business. And I said, do something, even if it is very small, for your own self. Do something for your own self, even if it doesn't look nice, even if it looks ugly. With time, it will become very nice. Some people may criticize you, and at the start of everything, most times it's very difficult, most especially when you don't have the resources, every resource, when you don't have everything to make it fancy. It's always hard, but it is possible. That's the most important thing that I just want to remind you. It is hard, but it is possible for you to make it if you don't give up, if you don't hear to those negative voices, whether from yourself or from outside people that tells you you can't do it. It is possible. Every small step counts, and it matters a lot. It matters. I have seen the results with my own self. I ended up high school. Even just reaching to high school was a miracle by itself. Many people told me you will not reach even primary 7 in Uganda. Those ones who are in Africa, they know primary 7. I even myself, I almost believed it. My own people told me, why do you want to just continue with school? Get married and rest and relax. But I knew there's something beyond marriage that I don't have, that if I don't have it, it may give me a very difficult time. I just persisted every single day with the hard working, with the prayer, with everything that I can do within my strength, I can do. Without even having the materials, I started creating something in the school. I was very good at mathematics, so I could tell my colleagues in class when I was already in primary 6, if I do for you this mathematics, and then I do reverse engineering to prove to you that this answer is correct, you have to give me 2 exercise books. And by then, we were in the refugee camp. So that happened. I piled up books every single day. At least I have 2 books or more. I piled up those books, and those books, I used them for going to high school, to secondary school. I did not have someone to go and buy for me those things. I got those books and used it for going to school. I got some pens from the teachers, and I was also helping as a girl child coordinator in the refugee camp. So there were things that are given to the girl child, and I used to be able to distribute it with the help of the girl child coordinator. So she gave me some pads, she gave me some soap that I kept some with the hope of going to high school. And it happened. I passed the video. I never slept. There was even time that there was no, we don't have electricity in the camp. We did not have. And even that light that we use, lamp, we use oil for, just you get a cotton cloth, you make it very long, and you dip it in an oil and you light it for studies. That lamp even was not there for me. There was a moment I used this bicycle tire to study, and I passed. I got a first grade. Who can tell me at this time, with what I went through, that it is impossible for me? No one. It's so emotional time, but I know that no one can ever stop me. No one can ever stop you from whatever you want to achieve. If you give yourself time, give yourself grace. Sometimes we want the results to appear very fast. We want the results at our time when we have not given enough time. If we want extraordinary results, we need to give ourselves extra time to do it, extra time to learn it, extra time to study it. That's when we can get. We always want to get extra. Even at my place of work, I wanted to really do more. Whatever that I don't know, I need to get time to study and be able to perform best, to my best. It could not be the best of the other best, but to my level, at my understanding, it is the best. But I wanted not to remain there. I wanted to be better. Yes. From that background of even studying with a bicycle tire, burning the bicycle tire and using it for study. And then now I reach this level and someone tells me it's impossible. It is impossible. I am unstoppable. And so do you. You are unstoppable. If you decide to take yourself serious, if you decide to take that goal you want very serious, everything is possible for us if we commit to it. If we don't commit to it, we don't expect the results we want. Because where will the results come from? How will it come? It all comes from our commitment. What we give out is what we get. You cannot, that there's this saying that what you plant is what you harvest. When you plant oranges, you don't want to harvest apples. It can't happen. You have to know the seeds you have committed, you have planted, and also the commitment in watering it, making sure there's no weeds around it, and the weeds could be those negative voices that comes around you telling you that it's impossible, that is not possible for you. Who tells you you can't have your own business? Who tells you it is very hard to own a business, even abroad? No one. What are those people doing? Are they not human beings who have their own business? They are. They started from a very low background and they grew. If for those ones who just started by themselves, there are others who are lucky their parents started up a business and they just inherited. But for those ones who are starting from scratch, like me, who have nothing, I started everything from zero. And I am so thankful. Even though I am not where I want to be, I know that I'll reach there. And where I am here is just a great motivation for me to tell me that it is possible. So what are the voices that you listen to? What are those voices telling you? Are they telling you you cannot do it? Or they are challenging you to push you, say, yes, you can do it, do better, do more? Are they telling you that? If they're telling you do better, do more, yes, that is your voice. That is for you. That is to help you grow and become better. But those negative voices, whether from your own self, I silence myself. I say that every time I have to remind myself that Sunday, you are enough. I have to remind myself that Sunday, you have everything you need to reach to where you want to reach. You have the time and you have your own self that you can learn. I just need to give myself grace. Sometimes I may fail, I may not get it right. I have to give myself grace. I don't have to be very hard on myself because I am just learning and I will still make it better the next time. And maybe even the second time I did not get it better, it's still okay. I am on a process of learning. I will get it. I don't have to give up. When I give up is when I have really given up and I have accepted the failure. But when I've not given up, I'm on a highway. I'm on this highway where there is no another way for me to branch. Whatever that it is, it is. Whether comes rain, comes sunshine, I am going for it. Yes, that is the determination you need to have for you to be resilient, for you to be unstoppable, for you to be outstanding. You need that. And that when you have reached that level, there is no negative voice that can come your way. There is no negative voice that can really stop you. It's very, very easy for us to just make it things easy because it is within us. The answer is within ourselves. I always remind myself how I started with the bicycle tire and I got first grade. And even at this time, I have electricity in my house. You see, even in Uganda, you used to have electricity. In Juba, I have solar. So it was all from the hard work, commitment, determination, resilience. I was not the best, but from the background I came from, someone can say that this is only God who can do this. Only God. Because so many things could have happened. I could have given up, but kept on because I know. I just want to prove myself that I can get from that ash into something that is very admirable. I wanted to give to my children something that they can say, this is truly a role model. And that is not also to neglect them from working hard. I always inspire them to work extra hard because life is not easy. In my time, it might be more easier. Maybe it looks hard for me, but it's even getting harder and tougher. So they have to tighten up their belts. And that also gives the children or someone that admires you to say, oh, she is not relaxing, he is not relaxing, he's working hard. So I have to work hard, which means if I need to be successful, I have to really put the effort. And that's true. Every success does not come so easily and just lazily. It comes with an effort, it comes with determination, it comes with the hard work. I have seen successful people, even if you're very successful, for you to maintain that success, even if you're rich, for you to maintain that riches, you need to keep whatever that you've been doing constant. Whatever that is, the processes for you to maintain in that same level, you have to maintain it very constant. Yes, Sarah is watching here saying that, oh yeah, everything impossible in the parent of God and determination. Yes, that's true. Determination. You said, yes, that's true, Sarah. Everything is a determination. If you're determined, it doesn't matter, and you will get a lot of those critics. They will talk for us in Africa. They could say, she thinks she knows better. She wants to put herself. Yes, they will talk whatever nonsense. They let them talk. I care for what they talk, but I care more for where I am going. Where I am going matters more on the voices that are behind me. Whatever they say, let them say. I can't stop them. They are right in their own self. They are right. But to me, I can't take it because I know where I'm going. I know my roadmap, where I'm going, where I came from. It's always a fuel that lets me know. When I started reflecting back on how my life started, I just give myself a very long tick. Say, Sunday, nothing will stop you. You are unstoppable. Nothing else on this earth will stop you unless you yourself decide to stop. Yes, there are so many critics I have got, but it will never touch me to stop doing whatever that I want to do. And that comes to you. Whatever that you want to do, my dear, nothing else will stop you if you just give yourself that mindset, that determination in your own self, in your bones. I have really embedded it in my bones that I don't know how it will get out. Whatever that I want, I will go for it no matter what. I will go for it and I will strive. If it requires me to go to school, I go and learn it. If it requires me to ask questions, I go and ask those questions. There is this thing in Kakwa, those ones who are Kakwa, they can understand. And also for Julu, they can understand this. They say that Pijama ba mali. That asking question is not I don't know how to translate it. It's not foolishness or it is not stupidity. If you ask question, it's not just you're asking silly question. A question deserves an answer, and when you get the answer, we are talking about feedbacks. The answer, if it is positive, get on it, action on it. And the difference between what you have learned, you remember, every knowledge you get from school, you get from anywhere, is just knowledge until you act on it, that it becomes a reality. When it has not made an impact in you, my dear, it's just a rumor that you have it, unless you put it into action. That's why in my online business, I don't teach you and just a theory. You practice what you learn and you practice it on your business. Even we have a training which is video based. A training shows you what to do and you do it exactly what you have seen in your business. Because there is this saying that if you tell me, I may forget it. If you show me, I may not keep it. But when you involve me, and then I will be part of it. This is what the strategy we use. And that has really set a very good foundation for me that I want to practice whatever that I learn, I practice. Even this show is also one of the courses that I do on speaking and transformational speaker. And these are some of the things I have to practice what I learn, practicing everything. And that is not only in study, even in everyday life. Every knowledge that we got, if it is a positive one, you first have to analyze it. Is the good one that you really can push you into your next level. You need to act on it. You need to try it if it really works or not. You need to try it. And don't go and try bad things. Try the good ones that can really help you transform, that can help you grow, that can help you become just a little better than what you were yesterday. You can be bigger or far beyond, but if you can have that possibility to just be a little better every day, maybe every hour, improve on your thinking, improve on what your communication, improve on your boundaries. Who are within your surrounding? Who are those people? What do they talk? How do they talk? You see, what are the conversations that they always have? That is very, very important. That is very important. So it's very good for us to know which voices we listen to, or which voices that we can listen to. It can be the voices from within us, and those voices that are from external. It could be from your friends, could be from your family, from your colleague, from your partner, from anyone, anywhere. And you have to analyze them. Are they positive? Are they lifting you? Are they according to your values? Are they making you better, or they are making you lower and to amount to nothing, or making you quit whatever that you have? And then if it is negative, stop it. I have the courage now. I don't have it before, but now I have the courage to stop any negative thought that is towards me or someone that I care more especially my children. I don't want to hear any negative thoughts towards them, because I don't want them to build drama. Because negative voices are really a very powerful tool that, if you listen to them, can really make you not reach where you want to be. So I am so thankful. Let us know on the comment section, what voices do you listen to? Or are those voices coming to you from within yourself, that you can't do it, that is impossible, that it is difficult, that you cannot make it? Some people from outside, some people say, we have been here for a long time. It was not possible for us. How do you think that you are just new here and you'll make it? Yes, if it didn't work for you, it's not that it will be the same story with me. My story might be different. That's why we have different names. You have different names. We have different date of birth. Yes, I have the courage now to stop any negative voice that is within me or from outside, because I know the power that the negative voice can have towards my growth, towards my development, towards my transformation. And I don't give it a small second just to concentrate my mind. I want every moment to really have more of positive thoughts, positive actions, positive mindset that can make me better than what I need to be. So I am so thankful for this topic. There is this reflection says that choosing the right voices, both internal and external, is crucial in our transformation. External voices guides you, but your internal voice determines whether their feedbacks aligns with your true values. You hear that? That is the reflection. Always analyze. Always determine whether the voices are aligned with your true values or not. There is this question. It says that how to filter feedbacks from the right persons. You have to look for feedback from people who have your best interest at heart and offer constructive, actionable advice. I said yesterday that the feedback can come from different places. Some of them can come from a place of love, of wanting to see you improve, and some of the feedbacks from external can come from the place of envy, can come from a place of jealousy. So you don't have to act on every feedback that you get, because some of them did not come from a right ground. You just need to analyze the message. Whatever that is within the message that can help you grow, pick it and leave along the others that can really drain you. And there's this question: what do I do when external feedback feels contradictory? Sometimes they can be contradicting. Can I take it? Can I not take it? Is it right? It's not right. So the answer is here. Reflect on the source and the context. The context of when it was said, how it was said, the tone. It matters a lot. Those small things. The context of the feedback, and does it align with your goals? Choose the feedback that resonates with your vision. Do you have a vision? That's another thing. I love the word of God. It says that right in Habakkuk 2 verse, you can start from verse 1 to 3, but it says that write down the vision, because at the due time it will show, it will speak, that even though it will tarry, it will speak for itself when the time comes. I'm just refreshing it. I love that verse very much. Sometimes we don't know, what is my vision? What am I? What do I want? The Bible even tells us to write down the vision, that even though it tarry, it may take longer, it may be big, that you think it's not possible, that write it down, because there will be a time that the vision will speak for its own self. So write it down, have a vision, and see, are those voices aligning to your vision? Are they aligned to your values? Write them down and weigh them. If it is according to your values, yes, pick the message and leave along the other, which is not positive. I say also sometimes the tone. There are some people which are good, they really wanted to give, they give a good feedback, but how they deliver it matters a lot, because they don't know how to say it in a right way. It doesn't dismiss that their message is wrong. Their message might be right, but maybe the tone, the place it comes from may not be right. So you have to be very sharp in analyzing that. So feedbacks are very good because they help us grow. And then this one, take time to evaluate the feedback on your own and make decisions based on your own personal values and goals. You have to do that. There is this question about internal feedback. How can my internal feedback guide me in choosing the right voices? And here is the answer. I'm just reading from my notes. Listen to your intuition. If you feel uncomfortable or misaligned with the feedback, it's a sign to research the source. If you doesn't feel aligned, you have to check the source. And then trust your wisdom to guide your voice that uplifts, challenge, and support your growth. Always listen to voices that support your growth, that support your lifting. There is this last question here. It says, how do I prevent my internal dialogue? So many times it happens. The internal dialogue. It's very important. We take note on that. How do I prevent my internal dialogue from sabotaging the feedback I receive? Here is the answer. It says, practice mindfulness and awareness and awareness to notice when your internal feedback is negative or limiting. Challenge these thoughts with the more empowering beliefs. If there are negative thoughts that come, your mind, you have to challenge them with the empowering belief system. You remember, we need to get out of any negative beliefs that comes to our mind that we cannot be able to do it. There are a lot of things. You can't do it. It's impossible. It is difficult. Do you see so and so fail? They didn't make it. And how can you make it? No. You have to analyze it. Ask those questions. Have that personal dialogue. Oh, how do you think? Why do you think? Why do I think I cannot make it? Because it's within yourself. So after having that dialogue, you will get to know that you will shift slowly to a positive belief, and things will work out. There's the second question. The answer says, use positive affirmations. I say that affirmations are very powerful. Use positive affirmations to encounter negative self-talk, helping you stay open to the feedback that benefits you. Affirmations are very powerful. I say to myself that I am enough every day. I have to remind myself that I can make it. I have to remind myself that I am determined. I have to remind myself that I am unstoppable. I have to remind myself that I am valuable. I have to remind myself, because sometimes I can be taken away with the thoughts that comes to my mind. I may think I am not worth. So I have to remind myself. I have sometimes in writing, I have my books almost in a place that I go to frequently, in the kitchen, in the bathroom. I have them there to remind myself, Sunday, you're determined. Sunday, you're enough. Sunday, you're so resilient. Sunday, you are committed. Sunday, you are consistent. I have to remind myself, because I have been struggling with the consistency. So I have to remind myself, so that I have to pick up within myself that knowing I am consistent and I am able. So I am so thankful for this show. Let me know in the comment section where you're watching from, and let me know, what is your take on this? What voices do you listen? Have you had negative voices from external? Some people told you you cannot make it. Some people told you it is impossible. Did some people tell you that you are not enough? What was your reaction? And what about those voices from within yourself? Did you even talk to yourself that you are not enough? Or it's just a mind thought, it came in your mind? So any negative thoughts, whether it is from within or from outside, you have to silence it. That was our second day. We talked about silencing the negative voice. You have to silence it through having affirmations, having prayer. For those ones who can pray, if you're a Christian, prayer is something that is very powerful. And you can read the Word of God. You can read books. You can have music. You can go for a dance. Me, I love dancing. I love music. So that also helps me get out the negative thoughts, the negative belief that I have. And I can read books that are lifting. There are so many resources now on social media like YouTube. I get someone who is very positive, how they came up and they are sharing their story. I listen to those. That can also be a motivation for me. So I am so thankful. I can't wait for day 4 tomorrow, and it will be action over ego. That will be our topic for tomorrow, how you will apply feedback. So that will be our tomorrow's topic. I can't wait for that. And let us know on the comment section. I just want to remind you that this is a judgment-free zone. Here on this page, we don't judge. We listen, we don't judge. And we empower, we lift, we encourage one another just to be better than what we were yesterday or even the hour before. We just want to be better than ourselves. We are not in competition with anyone else, but to compete with our own self, just to be better than what we were the previous time. So I am so thankful. Thank you for those ones who have been here. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for all those ones who will be watching the replay. I am so thankful for all of you. Kindly let me know what you have taken in this video, because that will be so helpful to other people too. And kindly share, if you can share it with someone. You never know, they may need this. They need this just to lift their spirit. You know, sometimes we just need something small that can trigger to change our lives for a better. So share this with someone, and it will be a great blessing to that person. And let us know in the comment section how you take voices, to what voices you listen to, because that will be so helpful to other people who will be watching and reading the comments. And I read every comment. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. Have a blessed, today is what? Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. Have a blessed Wednesday. And yes, that's it from me for today. God bless you. And don't forget, tomorrow, 27, we are having a live talk show with my business partner from Malawi. I can't wait to see you there on that day. It will be in the evening here, and in Central African time, it's going to be early morning at 11 a.m. So can't wait to see you there. Have a blessed time. Bye.